Hello plant friends, my name is Victoria and you're watching Plantastics. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Alti time-lapse camera, and here is everything you need in this starter kit, and the color of this camera is black. So let's flip the camera around and unbox, shall we? Okay, so here's the Alti and it's in the box, so if you're wanting to give this as a gift, this is the thing you would be wrapping, taping both the sides here. Okay, so we're just going to open this. So whenever you do go to open it, these are the things that you're going to see if you get the kit. So you've got your camera, these instructions, which are very important. You've got this lens to reduce glare if you're filming a vivarium or a terrarium. You've got this small tripod, and then you've also got this silicone holder that goes around the camera. So first of all, this is going to be dead or nearly dead. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pop the back off of here. You're going to have a tiny plastic piece here, and it's going to be preventing the battery from coming into contact with the camera. So you're going to pull that out, otherwise the camera will not turn on. Okay, so you're going to charge that while you're going through the rest of the things. But I've already charged it, so you don't have to worry about it. So next is the instructions. These are very important because you have a QR code specific to this camera, and that's how you're going to use it to connect. So you've got some stickers, you've got two different sets of instructions, and we are going to go for the one in English. So this is the quick user guide. It's got all your little labels and everything. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to install the app. I've already got the app installed, but I'm going to show you basically kind of like what it looks like. So this is what you're going to see once you've downloaded the app, and you're going to download it from here. You're not going to be able to find it on the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store. You're going to have to go through this QR code to this website, and you're going to have to allow permissions basically for you to be able to allow the app to run. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to want to connect to your camera. Luckily, if you were doing like I said earlier, you've been plugging it in and you've been charging it, so you should be able to at least turn it on. So you're going to press this camera button here, and then you're going to press connect. I've already connected, but once you press connect, you're going to turn, and there's another QR code, and you're going to use this one right here, and you're going to basically click on that, and it's going to allow you to connect to the camera. Once you've connected, you can press this, and that's basically how you're going to connect. And you can see that's the one that's on my vivarium, and this is the one, the other one. So we're going to go back. So I have two different ones. I'm going to press this one, but we're going to make sure that we've turned on the camera. So you're going to press this button here, and it's going to turn on, and then you're going to connect, and it has to be within 5 meters. It has to be kind of close to the phone to be able to connect. So we're going to try again, and it's going to show you a live feed. You can see here there's different things on here, and you can see you can have it. This is to focus it in. There is somewhat of a delay. So that's your focus. So you can see it's really blurry right now. So that's perfectly focused. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and set this up as best I can. I do not have this suction cup thing on here, and I guess I'm going to experiment with this lens and see what I can get in terms of no glare. I don't really know if I'm going to have a use for this. It's just so incredibly small. So I'm going to go and set this up. Okay, so you can see here, that's obviously that corner. So if something's out of focus, honestly, I like to see the full screen because I feel like it's easier to see when things are or are not in focus. And what I like to do is just make sure, and then I'll set it in the app as a time lapse. So you're going to manually turn this to zoom and zoom out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to time lapse. Okay, so now everything looks way more clear than it did. And I ended up turning it all the way to what is my right facing the camera. So now I'm going to go to time lapse. And I'm going to go in. I still want to do 15 minutes for as long as it possibly can. And I have it connected to a cord. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to press start recording. Okay. And now you'll be able to see what has been captured. So I'll go back in the app and show you what I have on this one. Here is the other one that I have, and it's red. And having them in different colors, if you're going to have more than one, is kind of beneficial because they show up as different colors in the app. So you can figure out which one's which. This is basically the end and my final thoughts. So just to review, I've showed you what you're going to get if you unbox the kit with all the different things in it. And I've also showed you how to download the app and connect it to the camera. And I also was able to show you 2 clips, one of my plant corner in my dining room, and then another one of my vivarium where I had a Hoya pubicalyx, I think is how you say it. But so you can see that you can kind of just spruce it up. You can increase or decrease the duration or how long that you want to record for. So you can use the battery. I believe the battery says that it can last for up to 180 days, or you can plug it in. Now this is not a waterproof or weatherproof camera, but you could probably cover it if you wanted to film some kind of a construction or something. So if you're wanting to use this camera for sunsets, it would be perfect. As long as you have it charged before you take it with you, you should be able to film maybe 1 or 2 sunsets before you deplete the battery. Now, if you're like me and you're going to be filming multiple days of time lapses, I would suggest just plugging it in, simply because you don't want to have 2 weeks of stuff and then realize that your battery's dead and then resume it and it be a gap or a lapse in your series of photos. So this camera is really interesting because it's basically just taking photos like any other camera would, but instead of you having to sync them up in Adobe Premiere Pro or maybe some other editing software, it does it for you automatically. And through the app, you're able to basically download the video, and you can even see what it's basically recorded up until the point that you're logging in. You don't have to stop it to be able to view it, and I do like that quite a lot, because if something happens, you can make adjustments with the lighting and whatnot and kind of correct it. So that way, I'm sure you have never done this, but if you have a time lapse and you're not really watching it, sometimes you'll realize a little bit too late that it's kind of like not a great quality. So you're able to review it and be able to make adjustments if things are not going the way you want them to. So I really like this camera, and I think that it's really great. It is a time-lapse only camera. It doesn't have a screen, and it is a really great thing to use as long as you have the adjustments and then you have it plugged up. If you're going to be doing longer time lapses like I am, you should be good. So, final questions. Do I recommend this product? So far, I've had a really positive experience with it. Now, connecting to the camera is kind of buggy at times. I did use the app to update and have the latest version of firmware. So maybe there's some bugs in there that they're going to fix with maybe the next update or something like that, but we will see. So I'm really happy. I do recommend this, and I look forward to having more video clips basically for B-roll to kind of just like spruce up the videos that I have on this channel. So thank you if you've watched this far. I do have it linked in the description below as an Amazon affiliate link. Anything that you purchase in an Amazon affiliate link will benefit me at no additional cost to you, and it really helps support the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you'd like more reviews, plant related reviews, and so on and so forth. And if you'd like to see more videos from my channel, be sure to hit subscribe. And if you don't want to miss a single video, be sure to turn on the bell notification so that way you get notifications every time I make a new upload. So if you purchase this camera, what would you be doing a time lapse of first? Be sure to comment that below, and I'm curious to see if you have this camera or other time lapse cameras and what you've learned or what you recommend. And I'll be seeing you next time. Goodbye.